Hi everyone, I am Garvita Chauhan, All India Rank 18 in RBI Grade B 2023, and today I'll be discussing my strategy for management. But before we delve into that, you can watch my first video which is about me and the channel just to get a context whether these videos would benefit you or not. Okay, so now I'll cover the strategy and the sources which I use to finish the management part of the syllabus. I'll also cover how to make the management answers a bit more interesting and how to retain so much of information. So management was the first subject that I covered in the preparation of grade B phase 2 because this was very fresh for me. I had never read something of this sort, neither in my graduation nor in the UPSC preparation. Uh, I think took some 8 to 10 days before the phase 1 and some 4 to 5 days after phase 1 for completely for management part. And I think the content is very easy to understand. There is no problem with the understanding part of it. The major issue is how to retain it. So that requires multiple revisions. What I did was I took a copy of the syllabus and compiled some 4 to 5 years of previous year questions, and then for each topic from the syllabus I would just go through the content which I had taken from a coaching institute. Now it is not very necessary to only buy a coaching material for the preparation. You can also go through some books, standard books. I personally did not use them because I was short on time, and for the same reason I cannot even recommend any book to you. Other than that, what you can do is you can just Google a particular topic and collect some relevant information on it. That would also suffice. But this needs to be done once you are done with the previous year questions. You have just gone through the previous year questions, both descriptive as well as objective questions. Now once you have gone through the previous year question papers, now you have gone through the content. Now again you should go back to your previous year questions and try to solve them. You'll get some comfort level with respect to the source that you have read. Once that is done, now again come back to your content part and now highlight what is important. If you try to highlight on the very first go, at least I used to end up highlighting everything. Now some tips and tricks from my side, for especially for management. The very first thing that I would say is please stick to the syllabus. So many coaching institutes have given so many irrelevant theories which are not to be prepared for RBI grade B specifically. They must be important, but these theories are not relevant for us for clearing the exam. So stick to the syllabus. Just see what keyword is written in the syllabus copy and just pick that portion only from your course, from your book, or from any source that you are following. Secondly, in management answers, the major issue is that we cannot write any data, any report or anything. There's not much scope to write data, so the answers are very dry. What I did was I used to write certain examples for every theory which I had created for myself. I think what I did smartly was to include some RBI specific examples for most of the theories. For example, in communication theories, I have had also mentioned. I think there is some subtopic of role of IT in communication, something of that sort. So I wrote an example which included RBI's initiatives to use social media for its communication purposes. Then for the nudge theory also I had written in my examples that how RBI is using nudge theory for ensuring its clean note policy, or for digital payments for that matter. So I think this is something that you can do. Thirdly, what you can do to retain these confusing theories is to include certain examples from your own life. These examples are not to be mentioned in the exam, but they'll help you to retain the information for longer. For example, in the leadership theories, since I was a working professional before, so I had associated every theory with one or two people from my organization based on their behavior. So that would make me remember all the information about that theory based on how that person was. So that was very easy to remember for me. Then I think working on the structure is very important, on the structure of the answer. The basic structure is introduction, body, and conclusion, but even that is very difficult to follow, especially when the exam demands you to type the answers. So I think even if you are not getting enough time to practice typing the answers, a structure should definitely be written or typed every day for the previous year questions. If you don't have enough time to type the whole answer, just make a structure. What would you include in the introduction? What would be the points? What would be the data, if at all? What would be the examples? And what sort of conclusion would you write? That will help your brain to think quickly, and that is how you'll practice, and you'll be able to replicate the same in the examination. So that is all from my side regarding the management strategy. If there is anything specific that you would want to ask me, please do comment, and I would be very happy to help. Thank you so much.